up, guys? It's your boy Barca Boy 103. Today we're gonna be doing the match preview for Eintracht Frankfurt versus Barcelona in the first leg of the quarterfinals in the Europa League. Of course, this is pretty much Barcelona's last opportunity to win a trophy this season. The league looks very difficult and complicated, but this competition is doable. Eintracht Frankfurt, very difficult opponent. And of course, there are two legs, so in this leg, we're going to go out there and try and win it. That way, in the second leg, it'll be easier. But overall, it's going to be a very difficult tie. But before we get into it, make sure you guys smash that like button down below. Let's try to get to 200 likes on this video. It'll be very much appreciated. Also, make sure you hit the subscribe button down below if you haven't already. And let's get into it. Kickoff time for this match will be taking place at 9 p.m. local time, so your regular Europa League kickoff time. And this match will be taking place at Eintracht Frankfurt Stadium, which is called the Deutschen Bank Park, and it is sold out. 51,000 fans will be in the stadium for this match, and the referee for this match has also been confirmed, and it will be the Serbian referee, Srdan Jovanovic. He's never refereed a Barcelona match before, so this will be the first time for him. And finally, I want to remind you guys the path to the Europa League final for Barcelona. If we do end up beating Eintracht Frankfurt, we will face the winner of Lyon and West Ham, and then in the final we'll either have RB Leipzig, Atlanta, Braga, or Rangers. Let's now take a look at our opponents in Eintracht Frankfurt. I believe this is the first time the two clubs will face in history. Maybe they faced back in the 1960s. I have no idea. But over the past few years, Eintracht Frankfurt have been on the rise, similar to RB Leipzig in the Bundesliga as well. They've invested a lot. They've had new owners, and now they're one of the top teams in the Bundesliga. But in the Europa League this season, they have been there from the start. They were in the group stages. They were in Group D, and they topped their group with Olympiacos, Fenerbahce, and Antwerp. After 6 games played, they had 12 points, 3 wins, 3 draws. They were undefeated in the group stage, which of course you expect in a group like this. And of course, they didn't play the playoffs, the round 16, because they of course topped their group. So they went straight to the round of 16, where they did face Real Betis, of course, a La Liga side, one of the top teams in the league. They beat them over 2 legs, 3-2. They went to the Benedito Villamarin, they beat them 2-1. In the second leg at home, they drew 1-1, but they did go to extra time, and it did take a final second goal from their center back in the 120th minute to seal the victory. Very close tie, end to end, a lot of goals, but in the end, Eintracht Frankfurt came out on top. But in the league this season, they haven't been that great. They are currently sat in 9th place in the Bundesliga on 39 points. After playing 28 games, they have 10 wins, 9 draws, and 9 losses. They should be in that top 6, top 7 region, but they are in 9th in the league. They haven't been doing too well. In the Europa League, of course, it is different. And if you take a look at their last 6 games in all competition, and the last match they faced some team called Froth, where they drew 0-0. They had a friendly match during the international break where they drew 1-1. They drew 0-0 with RB Leipzig, 1-1 with the Betis, like I mentioned, 2-1 against some team I'm not going to try and mention, and of course 2-1 again against Betis. So I quickly want to take a look at their last 2 games in all competition, of course besides the friendly, because you can't really judge a friendly. Firstly, their match against RB Leipzig. Of course, RB Leipzig, one of the better teams in the Bundesliga. They were in the Champions League, and now of course they're in the Europa League as well. They play the 3-5-2 formation always, every single time. No 4-4-2 like Simeone, no 4-3-3. 3-5-2, typical German formation. 2 strikers up top, not well known. They're not very good as well. Where their strengths are, Eintracht Frankfurt, is in their midfield and their defense as well. That's what's gotten to this point, up until this point right now. Quarterfinals in the Europa League and 9th in the German league. But during this match, they were very solid in defense, of course being the away team, but they couldn't create any opportunities up front, and in the end, they defended well, and that ended up in a 0-0 draw. But the last match in all competition was against bottom of the Bundesliga, where they drew 0-0 at home. In this match, again, same formation, 3-5-2, 3-4-3, whatever you want to call it. This time the midfielder was more up a bit. But again, they were very dominant being the home side. Against bottom team, you expect them to win, 3 or 4-0, especially in the Bundesliga. But again, their strikers did not finish their chances in this match. But this match, from the difference from the RB Leipzig match, they created chances, they had a lot of opportunities, but their strikers could not finish. In the end, they walked away with a disappointing 0-0 draw. So overall, final thoughts on Eintracht Frankfurt. They're a very strong team, but they're more so well organized with their system, with their formation. Their manager, Oliver Glasner, has been doing very well with them this season. Of course, he just came in in from Wolfsburg last season. He's doing okay. Of course, nothing in the German league is not that great, but quarterfinals in the Europa League and the competitions in the Bundesliga as well. They have gone pretty far, but in the end fell out short. Now, players to look out for in this match, there's quite a few. Firstly, Kevin Trapp, their goalkeeper. Indika at center back, very, very strong. Saul in the midfield, very, very strong. The Swiss midfielder. Their best player, without a doubt, is their left wing back / left wing, Kostas. Watch out for him. Very, very fast, very, very good on the ball as well. Center back Hinteregger, who got, of course, the final goal against Betis. He's very, very good. The creative midfielder Kamada in the middle of the park as well. Great skills on him. And lastly, their captain Rode, who, of course, is a former Bayern Munich and Borussia Dortmund player. Very, very experienced, and, of course, is a good CDM as well. So mainly, of course, it has to be Kostas. He's, without a doubt, their best player. Creates everything, gets the goals, gets the assists. If we can isolate him, we can win this match. But overall, they have some decent players all over the pitch, experienced young players. So in order for Barcelona to win this match, they have to be very, very compact, and of course, most importantly, win that midfield battle. Because if we do win that midfield battle, they won't be able to create any chances up front, and of course, their strikers are not really that well known, not really that prominent as well. So win the midfield battle, and they won't score any chances. Now, yellow card accumulation in competition is always something to look out for, and currently in the Barcelona team, there are 5 players who are 1 yellow card away from suspension. Those 5 players are captain Sergio Busquets, Gerard Pique, Jordi Alba, Xavi, and Eric Garcia. If they pick up a yellow card in this match, they will be suspended for the second leg. Let's now take a look at the squad list. The squad list for this match has been released and confirmed, and it is as follows: Ter Stegen, Pique, Araujo, Busquets, Ricky Puig, Dembele, Adama, Braithwaite, Neto, Lenglet, Pedri, Jordi Alba, Ferran, Frenkie de Jong, Mingueza, Eric Garcia, Aubameyang, Nico, Xavi, Alejandro Balde, and Arnau Tenes. So of course, a lot of exclusions. Roberto injured, Umtiti injured, Ansu injured, Des injured, Luke de Jong still has COVID, and Dani Alves cannot be registered. But there is still one big surprise, and that is Memphis Depay got injured this morning. The club released an official statement saying that Memphis Depay has a left hamstring strain. He will out, and his recovery will depend on his availability. So another big blow for Memphis. Apparently he's going to be out for around 2 weeks. I mean, is he injury prone now? He's getting injured a lot, Memphis, but big blow for Barcelona in the attack. But other than that, no other surprises. Let's now get into Ferran Torres' press conference reaction. Of course, in European competition, a player always accompanies the manager, and today Ferran was selected. So let's get in and see what he had to say. Started by saying that the team is very motivated and excited for this important match and traveling to a new stadium. Scoring goals, more than scoring goals, is about being involved in the game and providing assists. It's about being there for the team. Then asked about Pedri. We train with him every single day. We are surprised by him every single day with the quality he has and his humility. He will surely be one of the best players in the world in the future. Xavi has given me full confidence since the beginning, since I arrived, and he's been important for my adaptation to the team. Xavi has also brought his DNA of the club, leadership, and humility to the team. He gives us confidence rather than pressure, and we players appreciate that. Then asked about Dembele's contract renewal, said that for Dembele, he's a difference maker and one of the best in the world. I wish him the best, but if he does leave, I will try and kidnap him. Tomorrow we have to go out there, be humble, work hard to win everything, and it is our objective to win the Europa League this season. And that concluded Ferran Torres' press conference reaction ahead of the match against Eintracht Frankfurt tomorrow. Let's now get into Xavi's press conference reaction. Of course, his press conference this afternoon alongside Ferran Torres. Asked a lot of questions by the media, very juicy questions as well. So let's get in and see what he had to say. Started by saying that we've never played here before, but nothing changes for us. Playing first at home or away does not matter. Frankfurt is a great team and is going to be a tough game. We have various options to replace Des at right back with the option of Araujo, Mingueza, and Eric Garcia as well. Araujo has been contributing to the team a lot. The club has a center back in him for 10 years or more. There are a few people at his level, and the key to everything is himself. It is his decision. If he has decided to stay, the club will be thankful for him, and it is the right move for him. Frankfurt has a lot of good players in the front and the midfield with the double pivot, with their center backs, and with a good goalkeeper as well. Maybe they're not well known in Spain, but they are at a top level footballers. It would be a serious mistake to relax in this match. There would be no relaxation. If they beat us, we congratulate them, and that's it. Frankfurt is a great team. They have eliminated Real Betis and have caused problems to Bayern Munich and Borussia Dortmund in the league. They are very physically strong and they have a good extra motivation, and we have to match the intensity because otherwise they can pass all over us. We are concerned with the present, and the present is tomorrow's match. We didn't have any luck in the draw because we have a very tough opponent ahead of us. It is crucial to limit Eintracht Frankfurt's transition and to dominate the pace of the game. Dembele training yesterday on his day off. I have been here since only November, and I've already mentioned that he has a great attitude. He is motivated and happy, and it's proven that he is a good professional. We don't have the best financial situation right now at the club, and we have to adjust a bit. Hopefully he can stay. Talk about Dembele because he is fundamental for us. Ferran said he'll kidnap him, Dembele, if he does not stay. Will you do the same? Yes, for me, he would already been signed if I was already, the president. But we need to make those numbers work, and the club knows how I feel about him. We are a family. Win or lose, we will always unite, and that's the most important thing. I'm here to help the players and for Barcelona to win, not to only get personal glory, because it does not concern me whatsoever. Barcelona is a roller coaster. I can very much vouch for that from Xavi. There are moments for maximum joy and maximum sorrow, and it is difficult to manage. You have to be prepared for everything. There are moments that I can enjoy, others where I suffer, but I've already known that since my time here as a player. I hope Dembele does stay. He's a player who can make a difference. He can become one of the best players in the world in his position, and I'm not afraid to keep repeating that. Finally, he's asked about Adama Traore, how he hasn't been playing over the past few weeks. He said that Adama will be an important player for us. There are matches every 3 days, and you have to rotate because if you play the same players, they will get injured. And that concluded Xavi's press conference reaction ahead of the match against Eintracht Frankfurt tomorrow. Let's now get into the lineup predictions. We'll start with the manager, of course, Xavi Hernandez. I'm going to try my best to predict this lineup. It's going to be difficult to predict, of course. We'll go with the same lineup against Sevilla or make a few rotations, of course. This being a midweek game, then we have a game right away on Sunday as well. But I think Xavi will go with this lineup on the screen right now. I think he'll go with Ter Stegen in goal, a back four of Araujo, Eric Garcia, Pique, and Jordi Alba, midfield three of Busquets, De Jong, and Pedri, and a front three of Ousmane Dembele, Aubameyang, and Ferran Torres. I don't think he'll make any changes except, of course, the one forced change. Dani Alves is not registered for the Europa League. He will drop out, and of course, Dest is still injured. Therefore, Araujo goes in at right back and Eric Garcia comes in at center back. I'd be shocked if Xavi makes any other changes. The one thing in my mind is Gavi. Could he start Gavi ahead of De Jong? Maybe even Adama instead of Dembele or Ferran. But I think this will be the lineup that Xavi Hernandez will select for this match. But of course, let me know in the comments below what you think Xavi will go with. Now I'm going to show you guys my lineup, what I would do if I was the Barcelona coach, and I have made 2 changes from Xavi's lineup. Firstly, I would start Gavi in the midfield ahead of Frankie De Jong, and also I would start Adama Traore over Ferran Torres. Firstly, on Gavi, I think having that energy, that physicality in the midfield, of course they play, a compact midfield, Eintracht Frankfurt, will be very, very important. I think Frankie de Jong coming off the bench with his energy and his engine midfield, profile will be much better, and have a Gavi start as that physicality in that midfield. And on the right, I would go with Adama ahead of Ferran Torres and move, of course, Dembele to left wing. I want Adama to be there to help Araujo in defense. Of course, Eintracht Frankfurt play a 3 at the back. They could be using those wingers a lot. I want Adama to be there to help come back in defense, and also his pace on the counterattack will be disgusting. So that's the lineup that I would select for this match, but of course, let me know down in the comments below, would you rather pick my lineup or Xavi's lineup? Time now for my score prediction. What do I believe the result will be in this match? I have gone with Barcelona drawing this match 1-1, 2-2, 0-0, whatever it may be. All I want in this match is for Barcelona not to lose. Of course, a win would be ideal. That way we go back to the Camp Nou. We don't have to win the match. We can draw and still progress into the next round. But for me, just don't lose. Of course, away from home, packed stadium against a good team as well. Xavi's system and tactics will have a big impact on this match. He may go with the 3 at the back, 4 at the back, whatever it may be, but in the end, the atmosphere, Eintracht Frankfurt being on the front foot, being in their home stadium, I think this match will end in a draw, but of course, Barcelona can still win this match and of course, lose as well. But overall for me, just don't lose the match and it will be advantage Barcelona, but I am going to go with a score of 1-1 during this match. But of course, let me know your score predictions down in the comments below. So that was my match preview for Eintracht Frankfurt versus Barcelona in the quarterfinals of the Europa League. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, make sure to leave a like, and of course leave me your thoughts down below in the comments on everything we discussed. But the main thing I want to know firstly is your score prediction. You think we'll draw the match, win or lose? Secondly, and most importantly as well, on those those lineups. Firstly, would you rather pick my lineup or Xavi's lineup? What do you think Xavi would go with? What would you go with? You're the manager. Leave me all your thoughts down below. And of course, make sure you guys subscribe down below if you haven't already. And I'll see you guys tomorrow for the live watch along. Set the reminder on the screen and come and join me, watch the game with me. Follow after the match by match review. So I'll see you guys tomorrow. Big game ahead. Just don't lose, and it will be advantage Barcelona. Take care and Forza Barca.